Hey, I'm very excited to talk to you today about pricing. I don't talk about pricing that much with what we do with food and CPG, but it is so important. I'm going to share with you some insights today on pricing your product for retail and distribution. Hey, if you don't know me, I'm Tim Forrest of timforrest.com and also the YouTube channel, Tim Forrest Consulting. I'm excited to share with you every Thursday tips and ideas about growing your food business, making a better food and CPG business. And be sure to like and subscribe this video so you'll be notified when the next video comes out. So pricing your product. Why is pricing so important? It's so important because to be successful in the food category, it's so imperative that you get the right pricing. And being the lowest price is not the key. What do I mean? So, for instance, my first lessons in how important pricing is to the success of a food product is I raised a product by $2. So I was working with a client. We raised the product $2, and it was the first time she had ever sold out of her product. And this was a chocolate bar product. And so I thought that was interesting. I thought it was the right thing to do at the time for a lot of reasons, but I had no idea we were going to sell out of the product at that higher price point. But that's what ended up happening. Later on, I was able to take a CPG product. It was being sold at $39 a unit. We increased it to $149 a unit. And so in that situation, we're able to invest in marketing. We're able to have a contract manufacturer for the product. And for the first time, we were able to sell the product globally. And we've sold that product since its creation in many, many countries around the world. Should have the exact number. Another one that I'm so proud of as far as working with a client. So this was a game changer for the business. A normal grouping of their product that was selling was they would sell for $12. This was a specialty item for $12. We created, and when I say we, I created a $249 item. So do the math. Think about that. And it was a game changer for the company. They had the highest price item they had sold before was $12, and so we were able to sell and be very successful with the $249 item. Now I'm not getting into all the specifics of dealing with each individual situation. Today, though, I just want to walk you through how important pricing is and a format to think about pricing for your product. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to understand your category. What are consumers doing and what is their behavior? What is it that they're paying for in your category of products? And so I would like for you to think about going to three different places. So I would suggest going to someone like Walmart, going to a local supermarket, and then also potentially going to Costco as well. Costco, if you have military commissary nearby, that would be a little kind of extra credit. We could talk about that. But specifically, you want to go in there, you want to do an audit. So you want to look at the entire category. What is it that the consumers are paying for? And so you want to capture the pricing, so retail pricing. You want to capture the brands and what the values are. So what is it, the job that's happening from all the different players within the category? And then what are consumers paying for it? And so you want to understand not only the retail price point of the unit, which is important, you also understand the ounces. So I would be thinking about what are the ounces? So what's a cost per ounce basis for those offerings within the category? Kind of understand that. CPG products is more likely just going to be a unit price. But again, you want to think about what those prices are. And so you want to just capture all that information. So once you've done that, just consider that done, put it aside, and then begin to look at your products and think about your products. What are the cost of good of my products? And be thinking about what's happening. Also, in building your pricing, then you need to understand. So we've got cost of goods. So then the next step is that, okay, so we've looked at the market. We understand the market. We know a little bit of insight into our consumers in our category and what they're willing to pay for products. So we know that. And next piece is we want to understand margins, distributor and retailer margins. So we're going to have to move our product, even if we sell it ourselves or deliver it ourselves, We're going to be the distributor, but we're going to have distributors and retailers for our product between the end user and us oftentimes. So if we want to do business, we need a channel to do business in. If we're dealing with Amazon, whatever our situation is with Amazon, we need to know those margins and those costs of distribution and getting it to the shopper or consumer. Same thing with a store, Walmart, et cetera. We need to understand that. So we want to work through whatever that is. Also, we want to think about our brand positioning. And once we've done all of this work and spent time and put all this information together, we then want to go back and start looking at the category. Where are the large, who's selling the most product? And we can look at trade information. We can look at potentially online. We possibly already know, but we can look at the store as well. Who has the most facings? Who's in the most prominent position? Who's the biggest players in the category? They're going to be the items that are selling them. Likely, we're going to be able to see what is selling the most, along with private labels. So we want to have all of that information at the ready, in our paperwork, on our notepads, wherever it is that we're capturing that. And then the next piece is I like to get, and I put this together on my website. You can, and I will put a copy of that here in the video, but just a bell curve of pricing. So the top, you're going to see the highest point, the most sales at that particular point is going to be the top of the bell curve. We want to be to the right of the bell curve. So we're a disruptor in the category. We're not concerned about, when I first started, if you go back 40 years ago, I sort of assumed, and I think a lot of people, before I ever really got involved or really understood or even thought about it, I thought that I had to be, if I were selling barbecue sauce, I was like, well, if Kraft barbecue sauce is $1.99, then I need to be $1.98. But that's not the way this works. We want to bring value, and that's what I'm getting into in the discussion of the pricing. We want to start, for us to be successful in the category, for us to get new distribution, for us to have interest in the category, for buyers to be interested. We're going to have to be doing something special for the category. We're going to be bringing new consumers to the category. We're bringing new value to the category. Basically, we're going to bring new dollars to the category. That's what everyone's looking for. That's what's needed there. And so that means we're going to bring some sort of new value. We're going to do some sort of new job for the consumer and the shopper. And so we need to be paid for that. And so the question is, when you look at the bell curve, how far out do we go? How much value are we bringing from the mean of the category? And that's a process that you need to work through. Are we 10% more than the highest priced item in the category? Are we 30% more than the mean? What is that? And so that's the art and sort of a little bit of science involved in pricing your product in the food category and or CPG. So you want to do your homework, look at all the variables that are at play, the consumer demand, what are consumers demanding from the category, what's happening overall, and then sit back and review and reflect on the value that you bring to the category and set your pricing accordingly. Hope this information helps. Besides these videos on Thursdays, I'm excited to share another resource for you to help grow your food business. And this is my latest book out. And this basically, my book illustrates what I've learned in the last probably 40 years in the food business of growing food companies from idea concept to millions, literally even more than $100 million in sales. And this is going to be the 5 steps to launching and bringing successful food products to market. I'll take care of the book if you take care of the shipping charges. And so you can do that at gettimsbook.com. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. If you've got an innovative product that has some traction, you're interested to scale it, please reach out to me. Jump on my calendar at timforcemarkets.com. And thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.